What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to Bruce and Stephanie Comics. My name is Bruce, and guys, it is Wednesday, not Tuesday. It is Wednesday, that's right. I am a day behind in getting this comic book speculation recommendations video out to you. Work has been crazy busy, but guys, I am here on a Wednesday, and that is November 3rd, New Comic Book Day. That's right, you guys are out enjoying New Comic Book Day while I am putting together this awesome video for you guys. And if you look at the family calendar, it is... So can you guys see that? It's Candy Day. A couple days after Halloween and we get more candy. Gotta love it. That's right, guys. So, you guys enjoy New Comic Book Day and you guys get ready for comic book speculation recommendations. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, it is time for my 2 weekly reminders, and I say these in each and every single video because I think these are very important and you guys need to take these seriously. And the first one will always be do your own research. So I'm gonna go over some books today that have speculation behind it, and then I'm gonna talk about the books that I think have the best speculation behind it. And then you guys need to take that information, and if you guys like it, you guys need to go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, guys, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money, not mine, yours. And this second reminder is that sometimes there are delays, and these delays cause books to show up multiple times on FOC or also have their New Comic Book Day pushed back. So I will talk about the same book on FOC sometimes multiple times, in New Comic Book Day multiple times, and I just want to let you guys know. And that is especially true for this week. There are books on FOC that were on last week's FOC, and the same thing with New Comic Book Day. There were books that were on last week's New Comic Book Day, but they were delayed, and so that way they were showing up again this week. All right, guys, those are my 2 weekly reminders. Let's jump into my Final Order Cutoff picks. All right, guys, it is time to talk about the books on Final Order Cutoff that have speculation. And this week's Final Order Cutoff is November 7th for your DC books and November 8th for your Marvel and Indies. All right, guys, let's kick off this FOC list with my 2 cover lover picks of the week. These covers are just the most stunning covers that I found on FOC. And the first book up is Phoenix Song Echo number 3, the Chris Bachalo variant. This variant is just so gorgeous. We get Echo on the moon, the Phoenix coming out of her back, and we see Earth off in the distance. Chris Bachalo, you knocked this variant out of the park. We also have Justice League Incarnate number 2, the B cardstock cover done by Jorge Fornes, and this cover is just so freaking cool with Super Demon standing there, fire coming out of his mouth. Just 2 amazing, gorgeous covers. But that Justice League Incarnate could be difficult to get in a high grade because it is so much black on the cover. Just a thing to call out to you guys in case you guys are gonna try to pick this book up. But guys, do you like either of these covers? Do you think they are cover lover worthy? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, let's not waste any more time. There are 13 books that have speculation on FOC. It's the biggest week that we've ever had, so let's dive right in so that I can go over every single book and, guys, give you any highlights that I like from this list. So the first book up is Arkham City, The Order of the World, number 3. This is the origin of Gotham City. The solicitation mentions the hidden history of Gotham City. Next up, we have Batman number 118. This is the first appearance of Abyss, debut of the new Batsuit, and also debut of the new creative team featuring Joshua Williamson as the writer. Next up, we have Detective Comics Annual 2021 number 1. This is the first appearance of Meager Man, possible first appearance of Dr. Ware, prelude to the 12-part Shadow of the Bat story arc that runs through Detective Comics beginning with 1047. Next up, we have Green Lantern number 9, the possible first appearance of a character described as the new and ancient enemy referred to as the Anti-Guardian in the solicitations for Green Lantern number 10. Next up, we have Justice League Incarnate, the first appearance of the Batwoman Who Laughs from Ultimate Dimension, and the first cover appearance of Super Demon. Next up, we have One Star Squadron number 1, the first team appearance of One Star Squadron, and also this is a 6-issue limited series about a super team for hire. Does that sound like Heroes for Hire to anyone? No? Just me? All right, next up we have Robin and Batman number 2. This is the first chronicle meeting of Robin and the members of what would become the Teen Titans. Next up we have Wonder Woman Annual 2021 number 1. The solicitation says, a mysterious man appears claiming to know the dark history of the Amazons. Next up, we have Avengers Forever number 1, the first appearance of Captain Carter in the comic books, previously introduced in Marvel's What If Disney Plus animated series. This is also the first team appearance of War Machines in Alternate Earth's Dark Wastelords. And also, the series features Avengers of the Multiverse. Next up, we have Buckhead number 1. This is an independent title. This is a 5-issue limited series about a group of kids who find a video game that is the perfect replica of the town and its people. Next up, we have Captain America, Iron Man #2. This is the first appearance of the Paladins, a group of eager young superheroes. Next up, we have Geiger, 80-page giant #1. This was on last week, it is back this week. This is an anthology of stories including a new character, introduction, and established character origins. Next up, we have King of Spies #1, written by Mark Millar, who has that first look agreement with Netflix, and that is the last book on the list. Now, are there any highlights from that whole list that I think you guys should consider picking up extra copies of for speculation purposes? And I think there are. There are two books from that list that I really like, and that is Avengers Forever #1. And the main reason why I like this book is because it has the first appearance of Captain Carter in the comic books. The What If series was actually pretty popular, and people who like that series, who like the Captain Carter episode, are going to want to have her first appearance in comic books, so that's why I think Avengers Forever #1 could be a good speculation choice. And the second book that I think you guys should consider picking up a couple extra copies of is King of Spies #1. This is that book written by Mark Millar, and again, he has that first look deal with Netflix, and that deal is finally starting to produce content on Netflix, and this story itself sounds like a really easy story to produce into live action. This is a longer shot than Avengers Forever, but I do like Mark Millar, and his content is finally coming out on Netflix, and that's why I think you guys should consider picking up a couple extra copies of King of Spies, but also don't forget about Avengers Forever #1. Alright guys, it is time to talk about my new comic book day spec picks for November 10th of 2021. Now, before we jump into my new comic book day spec picks, I do want to remind you guys, if you do not have the Key Collector app, you should have the Key Collector app, especially if you're into speculation or you're jumping into the speculation game. Why? Well, this makes new comic book day speculation so easy, because they have a future keys section that you can go to at any time you want, and they have future keys lined up for months in advance. It's so easy to go on there and just check out what books have speculation, and they help make this section of the video so much easier. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump into my new comic book day spec picks. Alright, let's kick off this list with my cover lover picks of the week. There are two books, and the first one up is X-Men Legends #9, the Carrie Andrews variant. This variant is just so freaking gorgeous. If you're not gonna pick this up, you're crazy. This is a adamantium foil variant. That's right, this is a foil variant. That's right, Comic Andy, a foil. You love this? I love this. You guys are definitely picking this book up, right? If you are, let me know down in the comments below. And the other book is a book that someone called out to me in my last speculation video when this book was on FOC. It is on New Comic Book Day next week, and if you guys have a chance to pick this up, you guys definitely should. This is NYX #1, the Cover M Rose Besh cover. You guys know I'm a huge Rose Besh fan, and this cover is fire. There are 3 variants for this. There is a 1 in 10 black and white. There is a Cover M variant and the Cover N. Now, the Cover N is actually a metal variant. I don't know if that's actually printed on metal. I don't think it is, but maybe I am. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys let me know down in the comments below. When they say metal variant, do they actually print it on metal, or is it just metal in the inks? You guys let me know down in the comments below. I would love to be educated. Like I mentioned at the start of this video, there are delays, and we are running into some delays right at the top of my spec list. These books I spoke about last week, so I'm gonna go over them really quick. And the first one up is The Thing #1. This has the first appearance of Amaryllis, described as the Thing's newfound love, and also the first appearance of Beresk. Is she a hero, a villain? Who knows? And the next book up is Wonder Girl #5. You guys know I love Wonder Girl. This is the first appearance of Wonder Girl's lost Amazon tribe, and also the possible cameo appearance of Portia. Pronouncing that again. Someone actually showed me how to pronounce it, and I forgot to look at it before I started recording this video. But Wonder Girl #5, huge on Yara Flor. Love Yara Flor. Next up is two books that are huge. They're gonna have big print runs, but I do think they're worthy of picking up at least one extra copy of, holding on to them. These books could be worth a lot more in the future, years in the future. These are not quick flips. These will be long-term hold, guys. And the first one up is Hulk #1. This is written by Donny Cates and illustrated by Ryan Ottley. Story from Donny Cates, one of the best writers at Marvel right now. His Venom run was epic. Well, his beginning of the Venom run was epic. I think his Hulk run is going to be amazing and exciting, and I cannot wait to read it. But this book is going to be printed through the nose, so don't pick up too many. I'd pick up a couple extra copies. Maybe pick up some cool variants that you really enjoy. But pick up an extra copy, squirrel it away, and see what this does way enough into the future. Next up is Venom #1, the book that he helped really bring this character to the forefront, where so many people now love this character and are interested in what happens to Dylan Brock. And this is written by Ram V and Al Ewing. And again, it follows Dylan Brock wearing the Venom symbiote. This book has been delayed and delayed and delayed. It's finally coming out. There are a crazy number of awesome variants. Pick the one you like, squirrel it away, and see what happens way off into the future. Again, this book is going to be printed through the nose. Everyone's excited about it. But yeah, those are the 2 books that are going to be heavily printed. The last book up on this list is Superman Son of Kal-El #5. This is the book where John Kent reveals that he's bisexual. This book blew up on FOC. There were so many more orders for this book. So this book is going to have a large print run as well, but it's a big key book. Superman is not a heterosexual male anymore. He is now a bisexual young man. He's 17 and he's exploring his sexuality. It's kind of a big deal, especially in this woke nature that it is right now. Alright guys, that is my new comic book day spec list for November 10th of 2021. I ran through that really quick. I didn't go in depth too much in any book. But guys, did I miss anything? Because I did go so fast. Did I miss any books that you think I should have talked about in today's speculation recommendations video? Did I gloss over anything that you guys want more detail on? Let me know down in the comments below and I will respond to you more in depth on any of the books that I kind of skimmed over in today's video. But I hope you guys liked today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get yourself subscribed and hit that bell for notifications. And guys, this Friday is the 100th episode of Comics and Beer. You guys do not want to miss out. We're going to be giving away 2 slabs and some other stuff because we always give away other things. But this is probably going to be the last Comics and Beer ever. You want to be there just to have a good time and a chance to win some sweet, sweet prizes. But guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.